Very interesting twist in circumstances, making a crew chief's decision even harder in the final laps of the Pepsi Max 400. David Reagan's car came to rest at pit out. So NASCAR, to keep the safety workers out of danger and to keep the cars from running through debris, have had to keep pit road closed for a couple of extra laps, shortening the amount of time that fresh tires will be able to help a team. Look at the decisions being made with 29 cars on the lead lap as pit road is opened here. Jeff Gordon has come in. Joey Logano was first in from 11th spot. Doc?
And the reason they made the call for Jeff Gordon to come down, there were 15 cars behind him on the lead lap. If they didn't come and the others did, they would have fresh tires and go right by Jeff in the final 4 laps. They're going to make an adjustment on the car air pressure-wise. Jeff said the car was getting better, but still not nearly what it needs to be. 2 right side tires. He's away. Dave.
Joey Logano felt they could improve on their race car as well. They will take just 2 tires and get him back out. Martin Truex, Paul Menard in as well.
Well, this is going to set up a very, very short sprint to the finish with an awful lot of cars on the lead lap. The question is, how many sprints to the finish are we going to see? Remember, under NASCAR rules, up to 3 attempts at a green, white checker finish can be made.
I got a feeling we're going to see one more caution flag at least, guys. I mean, like I'm always talking about the intensity. These drivers are all jacked up right now. 4 laps to go. And Tony Stewart's looking great right now. Johnson's looked good in points, but Brad's a lot of nervous cats out there.
Yeah, without question. And if you're not in the top 10 there, it's a good idea to come down pit road and get your 2 tires. As soon as the flag falls, you got to get as many spots as you possibly can because of that green, white checker possibility coming up. Then you get a chance to get you some more track position. So it's going to be big here, big few laps.
The decision to pit or not to pit. Here was the conversation with Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus.
What do you think, Jimmy? You think we stay out there, bud? Man, I have no idea. If they all come, obviously, and it just depends on how many come. What do you think they're going to do? It's not my job, man. Well, you are. That's your part of the team there.
I'm thinking Andy Petrie's up there saying, yeah, that is the crew chief's job, but boy, it's a tough one.
Yeah, you'd like to have a little help with him every now and then.
Well, one thing we can point out, Stewart, Johnson, and Boyer are the only chase drivers today that have not had some kind of issue, whether it's been a penalty, a crash, a blown motor. 9 chase drivers with issues. And right up front, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson.
You did say yet, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, anything could happen. Clint Boyer right there. We already pointed out he's led more laps now in the chase races than anybody else.
Well, we've had one time that we've gone 3 green, white checkers and tested that little change. We might get to test it again today.
Well, here's one thing to remember. Of course, next year, this race will not be part of the chase. Bad news for Jimmy Johnson. Probably every other competitor's cheering like crazy.
Yeah, and it's nothing against the track. It's just Jimmy Johnson's so good here. They know that they come here to gain anything if they do, or just try not to lose too much because he's always right at the front. 9 out of 15 times he's been in the top 2 here. That's he's there again.
Won the last 3, has a total of 5 wins. 4 out of the last 6. Let's reset it for you. It will be Stewart, Johnson, Kane, Boyer, Mark Martin. That's your top 5. Then Harvick, Hamlin, Newman, Smith, and David Rudiman rounding out the top 10. Stewart has taken the high side. Lights are out on the pace car. When we come by, 2 laps remaining. 4 miles. Everybody on their feet. Listen to the crowd as they applaud these drivers. What a show they put on today.
Green, 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 green.
David Reagan's been released from the care center, and we are back to green flag racing. And look at Kenza smoking in the back. Boyer, a little nudge to Stewart. Got him a good push. He's got the lead coming out of turn number 2. And again, we're 5 wide coming out of 2. Can this survive?
So far they have. I don't know how. Man, I'm telling you.
That's Regan Smith. Remember, Regan's only taken that 2 tires 2 cautions ago, and he's getting swallowed up.
Gordon's got those 2 tires there, trying to go through the middle and gain some spots.
There's Jeff. He's around Regan. Logano coming up behind as well.
There's your white flag.
White flag is out. Tony Stewart looking to pick up another win and make a statement that he's going to be a contender. And Clint Boyer underneath the 48. Coming out of turn number 2. Can Boyer clear him? Boyer's got second. Now Jimmy goes to the high side. Boyer comes down, opens the door. Johnson's got to run.
Jimmy's going to have the momentum right here.
Coming out of turn number 4. For the first time in his career, Tony Stewart is going to win here at Auto Club Speedway. The battle's going to be for second. Stewart takes the checker flag. Who gets second? Boyer, Johnson, Kane, Newman. Mark Martin comes home in 6th.
Awesome team effort.
Denny Hamlin's 8th. Jeff Gordon all the way to 9th with that 2-tire change. That keeps him in the hunt.
It certainly does. Behind Kane and Newman, it's Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin 8th, Jeff Gordon 9th, David Rudiman rounding out your top 10. So the streak is broken by the 14.
They can put us up in the top 5 in points too, brother.
It'll give Tony a 5th place position in the championship, but more importantly, he's 107 points behind Jimmy Johnson, who will come out of here with a 36-point lead. You heard Tony come across the line. Finally, he had never won here at Auto Club Speedway. Only 2 tracks remaining on his hit list. Let's go to Jamie Little.
A first-time win at this track, Darian. What sealed the deal for you guys?
Tony Stewart driving that race car. He's an awesome dude. Had a great day. Good team effort. Can't be happier.
Happy birthday to you, Marty.
Darian turned 35 on Saturday, and we do wish him a happy birthday. And while we've got a quick moment, while we wait for Tony, another happy birthday to an old friend and your dad, Ned Jarrett's going to be 77 on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Ned. Hope you enjoyed the race today because these guys put on a show. We'll talk to the race winner when we come back here to Auto Club Speedway. Well, Tony's enjoying this so much because he's never done it here at Auto Club Speedway. He is just finally making the turn to come back down towards victory. He may go down for another pass in front of the crowd. Look at this. Uh-oh. Listen to the crowd.
You think winning never gets old?
No. It's his 19th start here and his first win. His 39th career win in Sprint Cup action. Vince?
Strong showing from Jimmy Johnson today. Didn't get the win that so many have been accustomed to you achieving here at California, but a strong top 5 finish today. What point was the difference for you in this race today?
Well, I think if it stayed green, this 48 car would have been a victory lane. We were really catching Tony fast on the top side. I just didn't have anything on the bottom down 3 and 4. And on that restart, that's what allowed Clint to get inside of me and get by me. But just a great performance. I mean, good day overall. We certainly want to be in victory lane, but and if you can finish in the top 3 week in and week out, you're going to have a shot come homestead, and that's all we're after.
Jimmy Johnson keeps that championship lead today.
Dave? And with Clint Boyer now, who finished second. Clint, disappointment because of what you had a few laps back, the lead, or happiness with where you finished?
Both. I mean, it's you know, I'm happy for the Hartford Chevrolet. I'm happy to get things turned around after the last 2 weeks we've had, but I'm frustrated. I want to redeem ourselves. You know, we're a race-winning team, and we needed to go out and prove that last one wasn't a hoax. And you know, that Mitchell caution came out. That piece of debris was back there the whole run, and it's a shame. But I guess I made a better race out of it.
All right, trying to keep a smile on it, Doc.
Back in the garage area with Jeff Gordon. Now, Jeff, with 20 laps to go, you're 24th, and you finish in the top 10. How did that happen?
Well, I didn't think it was going to happen. We restarted and tried to free the car up because we were back in traffic, but that was definitely not the right thing to do. I was really loose, just hanging on, and we were not going forward. Cautions fell right for us. We put 4 tires on, and Steve made some great adjustments, and boom, we just came driving up through there. And then there at the end, he did another great call to get 2 tires. I think we were 5, 6 wide or something off of turn 2. It got really narrow and hairy, and I got behind my teammate Junior, made sure he didn't wreck, pushed him down the back straightaway, and then drove by some more guys through 3 and 4. So that was a good finish. It's totally my fault. You know, I just pushed it on the limit just a little bit too much coming down pit road. and was speeding, you know, and it wasn't by much, but it was enough to make us go to the back of the field. And at that point in the race, I thought we were really done. So great comeback by this entire DuPont Pepsi Max Chevy.
Well, Jeff Gordon finished at 9th, and Marty, they believe they still have a shot at this championship.
Well, as they stand right now, just 85 markers behind Jimmy Johnson. The top 4 are under 100. Let's talk about the ticket to the chase, because here's our next stop, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Log on to NASCAR.com/tickets. After that, we'll visit Martinsville, Talladega, Texas, Phoenix, and round it out at Homestead Miami Speedway. You can dial 866-GO-NASCAR as well. Let's go to Victory Lane. Jamie Little.
All right, Tony Stewart, this is one popular victory. Tony, come on out here, celebrate. Lots of fans, friends, family, sponsors down here. He's getting all collected. This is one popular win, Marty. And Tony Stewart, of course, as you said, won here for the first time in his career. Here he comes, smoke. Tony Stewart climbs from the car. Let the Gatorade spray. And everybody celebrating, getting drenched. Tony Stewart, hard-fought battle, a race car that was tight to loose, but at the end, Tony, how did you beat Jimmy Johnson at his house?
I mean, I knew we were going to have our hands full with him, and thank goodness Clint Boyer got up there and mixed it up and just broke their momentum. But I'll tell you, this is kind of the best of highs and the lowest of lows this week. We're thinking about Shane Meal and our buddy Eric Saunders. And Irish, I don't know how you knew we were going to win this race, buddy, but he called and told me he told us yesterday we were going to win, and I didn't think we were good enough to do it, but man, they just did an awesome job. And to finally win for Gene and Margaret Haas at home here, this is their home race, and man, just glad to finally win one at California. I can knock that off the list of tracks I haven't won at now.
And Ryan Newman just walked up. Great effort by him today, Tony. You gained 5 positions in the points today. What did this win mean as you look forward to the championship?
Well, I mean, we're doing everything we can do. I mean, we're going to need some help, but we're doing everything we can do, and proud of these guys, and it's just so thankful. Thank Hendrick Engines and Chassis, and man, everybody at Stewart Haas. They refuse to give up. They refuse to back down, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing here. So glad to get Chevy the Manufacturers Championship and lock that up today. And like I said, just thinking of Eric and Shane and guys back in Indianapolis.
Tony Stewart, victorious in California for the first time. Alan?
All right, Jamie, thanks. And lots more post-race coverage to come from here in Southern California on SportsCenter. That is coming up next. We'll talk with more of the top finishers. Carl Edwards will join us as well for his post-race view. Boy, the stories we saw today. We saw some guys have mechanical troubles, fall out of the race. We saw one get tangled up in an accident. We saw a ferocious fight to the finish. And Tony Stewart came out on top and scored a huge win for his championship hopes. Next week at Charlotte, Friday and Saturday night. SportsCenter is next. We're back here with more from California as part of that.